boy. Joe coming?
Yeah, he'll be here in a second.
All right.
Oh, what the fuck?
Do you guys think they got frozen cookie dough bites?
Joe, we're going to the movies.
Yeah.
You're not wearing that cloak.
Are you sure I just can't wear
change.
it?
Go change. Come on, go change.
We're
Go.
going out in public.
Beat it.
I swear to God, I mean... And he's doing it right in the grass. That's great.
I mean, they do have frozen cookie dough bites.
I hope he chokes on them.
Yeah.
He's just gonna leave. He's just leaving it in the grass.
There's some double shit on it. It's fine.
Hey, can I go see Slender Man?
Welcome to the show, Malevolent Matinee, where every screen is filled with dog shit horror films today. Malevolent Matinee, go grab some friends, hop in the van, and watch a new release get played.
Alright, fellas and gents. Some nerd on a bike.
Ugh. Fuck him. Hit him.
Get him, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, you yell at him to get a driver's license?
Okay.
No, don't really yell at him. He can kick your ass.
What are we doing, Joe?
So this is a brand new format to the show. We're going to be seeing a brand new indie horror. Well, not so much indie. Well, this one.
We're seeing a new movie. So we're seeing Slender Man. For some fucking reason. Ryan's super excited for it.
I'm so angry about Slender Man.
So, Joe, do you know what... you know about it. Ryan,
Yes.
Yeah.
do you know anything about Slender Man?
I'm familiar with the basic urban folklore, if you will. Probably back in 2011, maybe 2012, I used to watch the Marble Hornets.
Nice, nice. I did
YouTube
too.
show.
And that's how I first heard of Slender Man. But you know what? Slender Man there's absolutely nothing creepy about Slender Man to me.
No.
Nothing about... He's a dude in a suit with a white face. I find nothing scary about this.
Well, we're going to find out how cinematic he is.
Yeah.
Because this is the first major Slender Man movie, right? There's been a couple... So Slender Man started as a Photoshop Friday challenge on
something
D-Bomb's
awful.
World, or that's right, on somethingawful.com. So in that summer, this guy just made a Photoshop of
a tall, pale-faced man in a suit behind
a
group
bunch
of
of
children.
kids, and he wrote like a little blurb about it.
Yeah, so we basically knocked off that scene in Stephen King's It from 1990.
Yes.
Old-timey photos with a monster in the background. It's horseshit.
So this is a movie based on a Photoshop file.
Yeah. Sony is once again trying to make bank off of memes.
Just scraping that bottom of the barrel.
What have we done?
He gets in your head like a virus.
Slender Man.
All right, welcome to an inaugural, I suppose, episode of Malevolent Matinee, which is on the rare occasion that some awful horror movie comes to the movie theater.
Piece of shit to the theater.
Yeah, we all decide to caravan to the movies and see it together in the afternoon.
I'm really surprised it's actually hit theaters around here.
Yeah,
I was too.
Joe, tell what movie we saw.
Oh, we saw the 2018 classic, Slender Man.
Based on, of course, the
Internet meme.
internet meme, creepypasta, whatever the fuck.
This is
they
where
call
movies
it.
come from now.
Yeah.
Spooky spaghetti.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, and because Joe has been unbearable
I thought
on
it was
this field
okay.
trip. No, you were fucking terrible on this field trip.
Ryan.
What?
I think I moved.
Where?
No, in the back.
In your pants?
Baby.
He's been punished with a very healthy drink. Now, this is Starbucks vanilla espresso
Yes, double shot.
double shot with a fresh carrot. Now, this is right from the garden. This has not been peeled. It's still got
Sprayed for bugs.
It's got dirt and whatnot on it. And so Joe today is going to be drinking this, and then he's going to eat the carrot. Yeah. So that's your...
Am I?
Drink up. Yes,
That's
you
his garnish.
certainly
Yeah.
are.
Matter of fact, take a sip right now.
I'm going to use my powers over you today to make you
I want a good drink. Get a good drink.
Christ, he's like a dog. Joe, drink like a boy.
Look like a person.
Okay.
How is it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Can you taste carrot?
No, not really.
No?
Take a bite.
All right, now, so drop that in there. All right, now it's going to permeate. Maybe it'll taste a little more like carrot.
And
Okay.
take a bite and eat it. Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
style.
now eat the carrot.
This is kind of what normal people do.
Yeah, this is a vegetable.
You gotta bite hard, Joe. There you go.
Chew it up. How does that taste? Tell the audience. You keep chewing. Tell the audience how it feels to have an actual vegetable.
I don't like fruit.
When was the last? All right. Well, like I
Anyway.
said, we went to see Slender Man.
Took a lot out of Ryan
As you can
today.
tell, it was so riveting.
That's also really hot today. It's kind of been wearing.
Yeah, it was gross. I got wet.
We watched a lot of really
No, but not like that.
bad movies on Malevolent Movies, but a lot of them are hindered either by incompetent filmmakers, non-professional crew, no budget, shitty
no
actors.
money.
This is a Sony Screen Gems movie. This is a big budget movie. You know, this is a movie that had access, Screen Actors Guild actors. I mean,
People
professional.
I'd seen before.
Yeah, professional
many.
film.
Yeah,
But I'd seen him in
Yeah,
other
I
things.
believe it's a 28 mil budget.
Yeah, something like that. And
That's what I was just gonna look up.
and it is god awful.
Annie, she's the best. She has long red hair and really white skin. She gets sunburned easily, and she's my friend. I want to die.
I walked in with low expectations, but I thought maybe this will be positive. The trailers were a slog to get through, but I thought, well, maybe the feature film itself will be decent. In a theater, we got to pay attention. We're not.
No.
But yeah, the movie starts with some teenagers, some teenage girls, but they're hanging out, like having like a sleepover, and they go on the internet and they watch a video. Oh, the sunrise put me to sleep. They watch a video.
Like videos
Talking about
or whatever.
POV porn.
They
Joe.
specifically talk about POV porn. That's a piece of dialogue. Well, the POV porn.
Yeah, and it's watchable. It's definitely got something going. It's like a steady cam type thing,
Yeah.
and then like a chick's just and then he his face
No,
just like you did.
Stop it.
No, because the camera's where his face
We're
would be.
aware. Anybody watching this, I'm sure, is aware of what POV porn is.
I don't just go look it up.
Don't look it up. They watch a video. It's a scary video. There's a bunch of flashes and bullshit. At some point, I see the little triangle
Yeah,
eye.
the
You see the
Illuminati.
dollar bill, the Illuminati.
What brought up the Slenderman conversation? Do you remember?
I don't know.
It was something like, "Hey, do you guys want to see something real scary?"
I mean,
that's probably
I
what
think
it was.
something similar to the point. Hey, have you heard this weird video? And so the next day they go on a field trip, and
Which isn't really established.
no, we find out it's a field
No,
trip
yeah,
later.
yeah.
They just think they're hanging out.
It was a field trip to like a graveyard.
Yeah.
and like all the kids just chilling there for a while.
Yeah, it was just strange.
One of the main girls, the girl with the red hair, who's been in the I've seen her
Yeah,
in
she
most
was in
things.
Captain
She's
Fantastic.
in Oculus.
She
was
Ouija sequel. She's been in some movies, but she quickly disappears from the movie. Her character goes missing, and that we never see her again.
Yeah,
so
they probably had to pay
she
her
probably
above her
showed up
rate.
for a couple of days, worked, and got the fuck out of there.
You made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me. Ooh. Look. Okay, it's like a.
So good.
And she was
kudos.
the one. There were the four of them. There's four main girls in the movie. They all watched this video, and she was the one that was most visibly affected
Yeah.
at the time. Because there's the shot of they watch the video and they're all go, well, want to watch a movie or something.
Yeah, they're fine.
And
with it.
then we see later at night, and there's like panning over all of them. They're all asleep, but she's like up on her phone.
Oh yeah, she's texting somebody. We don't know who she's texting. She goes missing. It's all over the news. Everybody's scared and sad. Where did she go? We can't believe where she went. At one point, her drunken dad, it's established that she's got a psycho drunk dad. He sneaks into our main protagonist's house.
Oh, that's right.
Where's my daughter?
I know you're hiding my daughter. It's strange and weird, and they call the cops, and
And it doesn't
he's
factor
arrested.
into the rest of the movie
No,
whatsoever.
it's never brought up.
She
again.
goes
They-
back to like chat with him.
They actually end up going back to
Oh,
his
that's
house
right.
a couple of days later.
They break into his house.
and sneak into his
Yeah.
house to try and find evidence or finding anything that they can find to explain Katie. That's
Katie's disappearance.
her
She's the one
disappearance.
with the red hair.
Yeah, and so as the movie basically progresses, that now one by one, each character starts to get a little freaky or a little freaked out. And they start seeing different things involving the Slender Man, who's this tall dude in a suit. no facial features whatsoever. Like I said, it's the most unfrightening, non-dynamic, ridiculous. I don't know why it became a thing. It pisses me off even that it's a thing. Slender Man. I can't think of a character in the entire pantheon of horror less scary than Slender Man.
I agree. I am inclined to agree with Ryan. Sure. Explain to us the popularity of Slender Man.
In the very beginning, there are like some neat looking photoshops of like just him like in different places, like on a building maybe, and he'll be going like. Bleh.
No, he doesn't do that. He just goes like this.
Well, yeah, sometimes.
And he doesn't even have a scary face, so there's nothing scary. Nothing scary.
But like if you saw a guy with no face, that'd be scary.
Only because I'd be wondering, well, Jesus Christ, what happened to his face?
Yeah,
but I would be.
His
that would be
takes
it,
a
though.
Sandpaper to
I'd
him.
be scared of him in the same way that I see somebody like on the train with a big fucking growth of thing, and I'm like, ooh, that sucks.
But see, that could be a.
But I'm not
spooky
afraid of
horror
it, like
movie.
I would be afraid of Jason or some shit. You know
No,
what I mean?
that could be like
Goiter
gross lady.
My son Goiter Man.
Gross Lady, like film.
But that
by
would
Joe
be more
Buckley.
like, ooh, I don't want to sit next to you. You know, I don't know. Slender Man's fucking terrible.
Well-
and if you're scared of Slender Man, if Slender Man creeps you out, you're terrible.
Then you shouldn't be watching this show.
I don't mean to come across as an asshole every episode of Malevolent Movies. I'm
We
not.
watch a lot of bad movies,
But
though.
I'm angry. I get angry when I see shit that is just fucking terrible, and I see excuses for it, and people being like, well, it's what if you saw? No, man. Fucking Dracula, Frankenstein, Freddy Krueger, even Warwick Davis, Kraken Wise's Leprechaun is scarier than Slender Man.
Dracula, if you're a priest, you could just spit on him and kill him.
No.
Huh? Holy
But the
water.
concept of Dracula is so much
Stop,
scarier than
Ryan,
Slender Man.
Stop. Say that again. Do you think that a priest's
Yeah,
bodily
you can bless your
fluids
spit-
are
you can
qualified as
bless your
holy water?
spit. That'd be fine.
No, saliva's wouldn't be holy water.
Yeah, you just you got a mouthful of chewing spit, and you say like, "Oh, Christ bless you, my spit." And yeah, you can be killing vampires like that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. That's what. Did you ever wonder why priests chew so much tobacco?
I didn't know they did.
Absolutely. They never brush their teeth.
He knows a lot of priests.
I do. I am a priest. But they never ever brush their teeth. And what they do is they jam the chewing tobacco behind their lips, making sure they got lots of saliva in case they come across Dracul.
Joe, take a bite of carrot.
What's up, Doc?
For defending Slender Man.
Jesus.
That is more frightening than anything you will ever see with the name Slender Man.
Fellas?
You know what I mean? Now you gotta eat that whole thing.
Don't drop it.
No.
You don't fucking drop it.
Put your...
You son of a bitch.
Eat the
Shove
carrot.
it down his throat.
Eat the
Ryan.
slender carrot. Eat that slender carrot.
So Katie's gone, and she's gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah, and everybody's now getting scared about Slender Man because they go into Katie's computer, they start seeing these weird videos with other kids running
She's
from
IMing
shit.
with somebody else.
She's into messaging.
It could be the Slender Man.
She's
himself.
into messaging with some name that says, Alley Cat 83.
He's already watching. He already knows.
I know who you are. Blah, blah, blah. And then so. So, Ren, character of Ren, who I thought was kind of the lead throughout the movie, she starts investigating a lot on her own. Now, the other two girls are kind of scared by all this. But Ren kind of takes upon herself to do some investigation. So she goes online, she starts reading about Slender Man and how Slender Man is also the Pied Piper of Hamelin and is this guy and he's that bullshit. And
Is this before the other girl
disappears?
Chloe disappears?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she goes to the
don't
library and a bunch of scary shit happens at the library.
You
and
see the Slender Man. There's the Doctor Strange montage.
He shows up, he makes her face look all like his. But then it turns out, like everything in this movie, people are like, ah!
Nothing happened.
And there's somebody, they're back in the real world. And someone's
They
like,
twist the. He like fucks with the hallways.
yeah,
That was
some
fine.
CG shit. And then,
But something. It's something.
Yeah.
They could just like do a fisheye lens and make it spooky that way.
and so
They
then,
did. And one of the things that they come back to a few times is they find this website where with a bunch of videos of Slenderman sightings.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Which
And it kind of
like could have just been the movie. Like that's what the movie just should have been.
It kind of seems like they were wanting to do like a deep web kind of thing, but internet sites don't really look like that.
And they were all
No.
crap. There were videos of just people going, ah! And running.
Oh my god, it's a Slender Man.
It's a bunch of
bunch of kids.
It's a bunch of kids running, going, oh, running from something. Then it's shaky and
And then Chloe is watching one of those, and her phone starts freaking out or something. Or no, somebody's calling her, like a video call. So she answers it.
Slenderman has Skype.
Yeah,
supports
Slenderman
the
has Skype
Microsoft.
in his head, apparently.
Yeah.
Because it's the phone that the video she's watching is of outside of her house.
Yeah, just ripping off
and
Lost
she like
Highway.
Yeah, she like moves and she see her move.
Oh.
And then it like very gracefully zooms
Oh yeah,
in.
he had a nice gimbal.
He has a wonderful
Oh,
gimbal.
that! God, I had no idea what the
And
fuck
he
was going on.
just like phases through the door. And it's like the opening of Panic Room, basically.
Yeah.
And he goes up, and oh my God, he's here! Slenderman's here! And the call cuts out, and then it's the shot from the trailer where it's like close up on her, and these big hands come over, and he starts choking her, and then. Does she die there? I don't remember anything else. I assume she died.
She disappeared. Is that a dead bug?
Yeah, it's a dead bug on the ground.
Put that in your drink, Joe.
And so the remaining friends go over there, and she's all catatonic.
Yeah.
And I think that's the last.
That's the last time we see her. And then,
what's not little Zoe Deschanel, other girl's sister? She's got a sister. We see her a few times. She starts freaking out. She goes to the hospital.
at this point,
sister
remember.
girl from.
people are going to be
get
turning off anyway.
the other one back. There's like one that's missing, and they're trying to get.
That's
her
right. All right.
back.
So we'll circle. We're circling back here. Back when there's 3 main characters still, they go to the woods to get Katie back.
Yeah,
I
they
went to
wanna-
go.
Are they
I went to go
looking
to the
around?
bathroom at this
Is it a
point, so I missed
search?
part of
They're
it.
trying to summon the
search of-
Slender Man.
They had to summon
Oh,
Slender Man
that's right, because they bring in their
to sacrifice
things
something.
they love and they break
Yeah,
some
yeah,
shit.
like their Kiss
and
poster.
They sacrifice things they love, and there's a bunch of scary noises, and then we see some CG shit, and one of the girl disappears for a while, then she comes back.
That's Chloe disappears.
Yeah.
And she's like, I lost a shoe, and then the scene ends.
Yeah. God, this movie was so fucking
But they
terrible.
did give out a little bit for us shoe fetishists.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
See, so yeah, she's
Shut up.
got a sister that
Lizzie.
has asthma.
And she's freaking out. She has a panic attack. They take her to the hospital. And then Hallie, I believe is her name, is like walking around this abandoned looking hospital. I'm pretty sure it's the same set they use on Scrubs.
Oh.
It looks very familiar. She's seeing weird faces on people. This is one of the many things that was cut from the trailer.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
there's a lady sitting in a bathtub, because apparently hospitals just have bathtubs.
Well, you gotta take a bath sometimes.
But it's like an old-timey tub. Whatever, doesn't matter. She got long black hair, and in the trailer, she turns her face, and her face is like scooped out.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
something I don't think I've seen, or if I've seen, I haven't seen it many times.
The majority-
It's just not in the movie.
The majority of the stuff in the trailer is not in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
we
was the one
get-
thing that made me think that maybe there'll be a couple of at least weird things in this movie, and
Yeah.
it's not even fucking in there.
No, so
She walks past just like a tall doctor.
yeah, because it makes you think, oh, maybe that's Slender.
Oh, it's a Slender Man!
It's a
No,
tall,
it's just a very
skinny
tall
doctor.
It's just a tall doctor. Good for him. He's got a job.
Disappears. Because Ren disappears too. I don't remember how or when, but she disappears too.
I think Ren, Bug-Eye and Bangs.
Yeah,
Lee
she disappeared.
disappears.
Okay, so she
and
goes
then
to the library, gets the information, tries to pitch it to Hallie, and Hallie's saying, "No, I've got a date with Tom."
Oh yeah.
Oh Christ! There's
So
so
she
much shit
ignores
this
all
movie.
that. Ren disappears. Ren's gone from the movie. No more Ren. Now, then Haley has a date with Tom. Tom starts making out with her immediately. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, he's
They're
like,
fucking, and he's nutting super hard.
I don't know if he has premature ejaculation, but he gets scary.
like the
scary
Joe, make
shake
the face. Joe, cum face. And like it kind of looked like that wasn't a bad imitation.
No,
he comes super hard.
he gets
She freaks out.
Just coming all over her leggings.
Christ. Pretty sure she was wearing jeans, Joe. You broke Ryan.
Even hotter.
Christ.
Yeah. Her LuLaRoe jeans that like someone else told her.
I don't think LuLaRoe makes jeans.
All right,
Yeah.
so
You have to cut your tongue out one of these days.
I don't
No,
think they
no.
actually have sex.
Eat some of the carrot.
Eat some of the carrot while I explain the scene.
Stop coming all over everything. Eat
Anyway,
some of that carrot.
Tom, this guy Tom, he kisses. They start kissing, and then he has this weird freak out, and she's like, "Oh God!" He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
He doesn't know what's
He
happening.
doesn't know what's going on." Then he's awkward. He awkwardly leaves. Next day at school, Haley's sitting there.
Well, no, because they go back to the kitchen, and she's having a glass of water.
Yeah,
and then they start making out again.
Oh, well,
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, he
She
leaves.
goes back to school. Yeah.
The next day they're at school. He said, none of this matters. It fucking has nothing to do with the story.
No, not a damn thing.
It's just shit to fill. So then the next day she's at school. She's cutting into an eyeball or some shit. They're doing biology. All of a sudden Tom comes in. She's like, "Hey, Tom."
He's wearing a hat on, which means he's troubled.
Yeah, he's wearing a stocking hat. He sits down. He's late. She's like, Tom. Hey, Tom, remember me? Premature ejaculation. Remember me from last night?
Remember when
And
you
he
drugged me,
turns-
Tom?
And he turns, he looks all scared and real wimpy-like, and he's got some bruises on his arm. Look like fingers. Slender Man grabbed him hard. And she's
Maybe
like,
he was just biting himself.
who knows? Kids. And then she's like, oh, shit.
Better cut this cow eye.
Something's weird with Tom. And then somehow she comes across a video of Ren and her sister doing the same sort of ritual that they did.
She goes back onto that website.
Yeah.
Which is the one of all the different videos.
Yeah.
The first one they watched was from Illinois. I know this. That was kind of fun. So she goes back to the site, notices there's a new video, and that new video is of her sister, Lizzie.
Yeah.
And at the end, it swings back around, and oh my God, it's Ren is leading her through.
Maybe she was the Slender Man this whole time.
Yeah.
What was that?
None of that matters, because then she goes. Then it's the panic attack
Panic
in the
attack,
hospital.
and her sister's in the hospital.
She has like 2 nightmares. She wakes up and she's in a dream.
And Haley, yeah, she
wakes up from that dream.
She has all these scary dreams, and then
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. It's
eat
fine.
another bite of the carrot. Eat the part that's been soaking. Eat the part that's been soaking.
Oh, you're eating the dirty root part. Oh my God.
Don't puke. Just eat the carrot like a person.
Don't eat the back. No, it's the roots on it.
You eat the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are we doing? What are we doing, man? What are we doing?
No!
Put that back in the glass. Put that in the glass. What are we doing? God damn it. Oh, she goes to Ren's house, and Ren apparently hasn't disappeared. We were led to believe Ren's disappeared. Ren has not disappeared. Ren cries and says, "I'm sorry. I had to sacrifice your sister because we have to sacrifice things you love. I wanted to save us all." She gives she tries to explain why she did what she did. It's no excuse. She falls on the ground weeping. Oh, they figure out on the computer Alley Cat's some crazy girl and lives in a home.
They do?
Yeah, remember she had the crazy eyes, and Joe said something about she's sexy as crazy and not. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ren gets
yes.
sucked out of the window by some CG tentacles that I guess are Slender Man. So then Haley goes out into the woods. She goes to fight Slender Man. Slender Man chases her. He lifts her up. He does some shit. Next thing you know, she's sucked into a fucking tree.
She becomes the tree.
She becomes the tree.
She's an ent now.
The only sequence that was kind of compelling was when the camera stayed on her face,
and it was coming over her, and she was like fighting it, and then
she slowly succumbs to the Slender Man.
Yeah.
And then
so Slender Man makes trees.
Yeah,
he works with the Lorax.
Maybe that's the whole thing. Like maybe we're chopping down the ecosystem, so this is like a thing that that came from Earth.
Fuck off.
And then
it makes as much sense as any of this.
It came from Earth to make
bullshit
teenage
Slenderman
girls into
mythos.
trees because they keep chopping them down to make their iPhones and their soy coffees and their bling.
And then anyway, so then once she's sucked into the tree,
I hate that.
Sister wakes up. In like,
he's got no face!
Screaming, and then it cuts to narration done by the sister.
All of a sudden, narration.
Who explains over, quick
Our
shot.
memes are killing us. We're dying because of the internet,
Yeah, it ends.
Cut to black.
The very last line of the movie is,
Fucking
terrible. It's so bad, man. This is everything I hate about the internet culture. Everything I hate about fucking. It's just terrible. It is so terrible. It is such a bad movie. It's like offensively bad. Slender Man.
Another take.
On a scale of benevolent to malevolent, what do you give it?
Ooh, I would give it malevolent. Ugh, gross.
Did it have anything redeeming?
No, not really. No, it was way too dark to really even see the screen.
Oh, that was the theater, I think.
Oh, was it?
For the most
Okay.
part.
Yeah, we were in Theater 5, which has been since I worked there the worst auditorium.
Okay.
Now-
No, there's really nothing to watch in this movie. You might as well just throw it in the trash.
All right, eat this while I ask Trevor. Malevolent or benevolent?
Malevolent. This movie's a piece of shit. There were maybe 2 or 3 shots that I saw that I thought, okay, yeah, all right, this is fine. But it is as good as any of the Slender Man like photoshoppings are, where it's like, hey, that looks like a big budget version of that thing I saw on the internet.
Yeah.
And those 2 or 3 shots, it's great.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really upset that I wasted an hour and a half
We
on
did.
my
We-
birthday of this fucking movie.
Well, as far as I mean, obviously Malevolent. It's dog shit. As far as finding something positive to say about it, I will say that there were moments in the movie that had a, dare I say, Nightmare on Elm Street-ish vibe, only because it was a bunch of teenagers talking about something that only teenagers understood and knew. People were missing from their high school, so it had that kind of Nightmare on Elm Street vibe to it.
At certain parts, like
I like that there was very little adult presence in the movie, so these kids felt like they were completely on their own. The world felt like there was no one to help them because there were very few adult mentors in the movie.
and even the ones that were, it's just the drunk dad. Isn't it?
Yeah, there's a drunk
Who's-
dad and her
Who was
overbearing
like kind of
parents
threatening to them,
Yeah.
because he's like, give me back my dollar.
one teacher, a
He was a
librarian.
fat man.
Yeah, none of the adult characters really factored in, so I kind of like
which
that.
is good. I like, that's always nice.
Made them feel like there was no one they could turn to. And then the music during one part, most of the score is a droning tone and such.
I don't remember any.
The moment where, what's her name, with the big hair, Chloe, when they're in the woods doing that initial seance or whatever the fuck it was, and she's running, I liked the music just during that segment. It was like this. It was like I don't know how to do it, but I remember thinking, hey, I
This
like
is
that
something.
music. Yeah, I liked that. It was driving and it was kind of creepy and it reminded. And those are the only positive things I can say about the movie. Otherwise,
Look at
it
this.
was.
Oh Christ!
It was terrible. Dude, really don't waste your time. Even if you're a fan of this bullshit Slenderman character, somehow it sucked you in and you think this is a good character.
Just watch Marvel Hornets.
Do it on the internet. Yeah, that's it for our first episode of Malevolent Matinees. Hopefully, the next movie will be a little less aggravating.
Hopefully.
Maybe it will be even worse.
Eat the carrot, Joe.
Gonna rip his cheek out.
Say what's up, Doc.
Oh God, that's painful.
Push as hard as you can.
Well.